Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Second Row Podcast, man. We got a lot of things going on this week, and I mean a lot. And to get that started is tonight. Now, first and foremost, let's get things out of the way. None of this is possible without Bobby Horn or Denise Jones and the OIWA. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for letting us come and do this every week and pop in and out of people's houses and their homes and helping them out in their life for a minute. The guys that are in the wrestling that need that information, it helps them along the way as well. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting off the Monday today, leading out to This Is Lit, the Catalina and the Coyote this following week, man. So it's going to be crazy. So tonight, let's go ahead and start with the main podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday night, here's a huge card in Cabot, Arkansas. Bell time is going to be around 7:30, I think, or 7 o'clock, one of the two. I'm sure we'll get started on time as usual and flow out like we see it out. And there's going to be a lot of things going on at that show. Some of the things I'd like to mention at this time going on at that show is the match card. I don't know if y'all understand how big this show actually is because it is huge. And by huge, let me start with just the first couple of matches. The first match, Cheeseburger versus Matt Cross. Now, I've been in the ring with both of these two gentlemen. Very fluid, very badass. Matt Cross is badass himself. I don't know about Cheeseburger as far as where Matt Cross is concerned because that guy is on point.
Well, what did you see in the last match you watched with him and worked with him in? What did you see something you liked about it?
Well, with the last match that I watched with Matt Cross, man, he faced the Future. And the Future beat him. So, I mean, that's not taking anything away from Matt Cross. You know, he went toe-to-toe with the Future. And for that whole 20, 30-minute segment, man, one hell of a match, by the way. I've seen a lot of great things from that guy. Did I see him keep up with AJ? No, I didn't. But that's neither here nor there. Everybody, you know, lives and learns, you know. Next day they try to make it better, and that's what it's all about. Now, let's move on to the second match on the card. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what This Is Lit is all about. And when I say that is what this is all about, that is what I mean. If anybody knows anything about professional wrestling, the Rock and Roll Express, when I say that name, it should pop right into your head, and you're going to see Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton. Well, Ricky has a son. His name is Kerry. And Kerry Morton will be facing that night the Chaotic Kingdom Wrestling Champion in Steel AJ the Future. Now, I watched AJ, man, for his career so far. This kid has broke barriers. He's went above and beyond. Just leaps and bounds of nothing but learning and capitalizing on others' mistakes. I've watched him really transition into what I call an international champion, and that's what he's done. And what's up, Daniel? Welcome in, man. Really? Oh, man. You know, our owner, operator, promoter likes us to talk about Memphis wrestling. So I want to stop just a second before we finish this out. Loco the Clown, Memphis Wrestling, had passed away. If you know this guy, man, you know what kind of person he was. Great at heart, man. Great guy. Awesome talent in the ring. Our condolences and prayers go out to his family and his friends. And you, my friend, will be missed. So, with that being said, and I don't have a bell here. If I did, I'd give him a 10 bell salute, but I don't have that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see it come across your feed on Facebook or whatever, send out prayers and condolences to the family because this guy's going to be missed. Now, let's get back to what we were talking about. The future versus Kerry Morton. Now, I don't shoot on people on here. Never have, never will. But I've got to make a statement. Don't wait till 4 days out from an event to pop up a promo. That's just me stating that, man, it's about you. It's about what you're going to do. It's about what you're going to see. It's about the event, the show, period. So promote, guys. In order to make yourself relevant in the world of professional wrestling, you need to promote a lot, especially yourself. Now, I'm not saying, Kerry don't know how to promote or AJ doesn't know how to promote because both of them do, man. They're great at it. But if you're going to do a promo, guys, get those promos in. Get them in 2, 3, 4 weeks out. Get them started. Get them started early. That way you can help draw to the show. It's because, the reality of that is this right here. Are you a draw? And I will look at that if I'm booking. Are you a draw? Are you promoting yourself? Are you promoting the show? Are you giving it 110%, even though it's still 3 weeks out? That's my theory about that. So let's just move on. AJ, man, where Kerry Morton is concerned, Ricky Morton, I'm sure, has that kid poised and ready.
So we're looking for an explosive match.
Yes, very much so. But my thing for that is this right here. AJ is an international superstar. That kid's past poised and ready. I believe that if somebody went to pick him up today, they would find a lot of use for this young man. And what I mean by that is big stage talent. Because the kid, we always talk about there's only a handful, right? There's only a handful. And a lot of you promoters know what I'm talking about, trainer too. There's only a handful of professional wrestling that actually have it. And AJ is one of those guys. Now, Kerry has definitely got it. Okay. The kid is he's on point. If you've watched any of his matches, you know that he is a step above. So this is going to be a match I personally think could wind up being the match of the card, the match of the night. I think that this matchup could make everybody else either stand up or stand down, one of the two. But irregardless, you still have some big names that can come in and dance with that match.
Right.
And we'll get to those here shortly. Now, let's jump on to number 3, because this one is definitely going to be a burner. If you know what I mean by the term burner, you're fixing to understand what I'm going to say. Brian Keith, Rob Rising in a casket match. Guys, I don't understand. If you've never seen one of these live, you don't know what you're missing. These are very brutal sometimes, and sometimes even more so. So I'm really leaning on that one to be one hell of a match also. Like I said, there's other big matches on this card. I'm not taking anything away from AJ and Kerry because I think that they could be the match of the night. I really do. But that remains to be seen. We won't know till we get there, right? That's how that goes. So, Rob Rising, and we talked with him here a while back, and Brian Keith also, we talked with him here a while back. Both of these guys have been where a lot of young men have not. And I think that this match will be a turnout match. And when I say turnout, you can say turned up too, because it's going to be one hell of a match. That is guaranteed. Now, everybody knows about Rob Rising. Everybody knows about Brian Keith. If you don't, you should. If you don't, maybe you need to become a fan instead of thinking you are. So there's that in a nutshell. Okay. But it's not only Rising in a casket match, but the next match on the card is going to be pretty crazy. And when I say crazy, I ain't talking Sir Mo crazy. Okay. I'm talking crazy, Sin Bodie crazy versus Dean Fleming. Now, I watched Dean Fleming stuff here while, the last couple of weeks, because Dean just that type of guy. He says it's not really that crazy, but if he needs to get crazy, he can. And he's still using the term, watch your face. And I'm sure that term is going to come to light somewhere during that match. My question is going to be, can Sin stand up to it? And I haven't seen anybody stand up to that yet. That's a pretty healthy move, if you ask me.
It's going to be an all-out.
Yes, very much all out. Very much all out. The Dean Fleming, man, Dean Fleming in himself is a character amongst characters. He is also one hell of a trained athlete. And I think that match is going to be turned. I really do. I think it's going to be a one of the breakout matches of the night also. But again, all these matches remain to be seen. But in order to be seen, you've got to go to this show. Now, there's general admission ticket prices, but there's something special. There's the VIP ticket price for this show. Now, there are some additives for the VIP, and we don't know what's in there. All we know that it's valued at over $50. We know that it is this grab bag by the OIWA. If you will, please pull that up. This right here, get $10 off, man, your VIP ticket, and this includes a meet and greet from 5 to 6. This also includes bonus OIWA tote bag valued over $50. Use code VIP on Eventbrite, baby, and get those tickets. Now, if you're looking also, there's a match card, our flyer, right there in front of you, and you can see on that what's sitting in front of you. Now, for me, from what I know, because I've been wrestling for quite a bit, this card is probably the biggest card to come into Central Arkansas in quite some time. I'm not going to say ever. I mean, we all get hyped up, sometimes and say things that, either we do or don't stand by. And Eventbrite, man, Dante just posted up. It's up on the screen. This is lit. This is where you get your tickets. Dante Smiley is in the house. We haven't even got to this cat yet. We haven't even got to him yet. I don't know if you haven't seen Dante Smiley, you are missing out. And when I say missing out, by God, you are missing out. Now, we've done one through the first four. Your first match is going to be Cheeseburger versus Matt Cross. We already know that's going to be a banger match, right? And, oh, bro, hang on. Look at my brother. Right there. What up? Maldonado. What's up, brother? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, owner-operator of CKW. He will be helping the OIWA this Thursday night, man, as we go out, we put on This Is Lit. This man is making moves in professional wrestling where everybody else is watching his feet work. They should be watching the whole body. work. Jason Maldonado, welcome in, brother.
What's up, bro? How are you?
Man, I am good, brother. We've been chit-chatting about the match card, man, for the Thursday night. We went through the first 4 matches, man. Cheeseburger versus Matt Cross. We think that's going to be a banger, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then we really harped on the Future versus Morton, man. That match right there, brother. Woo! That's going to be a banger. And I think match probably has the attitude to be the match of the night. I'm just going to say that because I think that match is going to be fire. And I think that match is probably going to stand out. So everybody else that's going to be in the dressing room is going to have to go, man, how the hell do we follow that?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that going on tonight or Thursday night.
Man,
yeah,
there's
for sure.
going to be. So give us a little rundown, brother, about this VIP package. We just talked about it, but I want you to come in and kind of give everybody a heads up.
Yeah, so with that VIP package, it's on a discount right now. I got $10 off if you use VIP, the code VIP on Eventbrite. That you get that sweet tote bag, OIWA tote bag right there. And it'll have some goodies inside of it. Comes with a meet and greet that happens at between 5 and 6 p.m. on Thursday. So you get to meet everybody that's on the show. But there's the several things inside of that bag that come with it. The main thing that I probably want to go ahead and stress today is if you buy that VIP, you get a free ticket to the October 28th CKW show, which is a Bumps and Bruises graduation show. So October 28th, CKW presents Leveling Up. So that's going to be a good show too.
Oh, look at us, man. And we were talking about promoting a while ago at the first of the show. We were hitting up, some guys need to promote further out than just 4 days before the show. I think that if you're going to cut a promo, man, you should start a month out. That way, it keeps everybody fresh in the mix. And that's just a strong bond, right? And that's how we call that. But with the promotion, man, dude, you are moving mountains, bro. I don't.
I just do what I do, man. That's if it's a mountain to be moved or if it's a molehill to be moved, we're gonna put the same amount of work into it.
Bro, evidently mountains is what your forte is, besides BMWs, by the way. But yeah, Jason, man, I appreciate you dropping in with us today, man. Kind of give us a little rundown, Jason. I got to ask you, man, and I know you're going to be biased, my brother, because, that's just the way fathers are, right? Who's going to be the match of the night?
The match of the night? Man, I don't know, man. I think it's just going to be the show of the year.
I already know that. We haven't even got to talking about that yet.
There's so many good matches on that card. Golly, it's just, there's something in there for everybody, right? So, there's strong style in there. I think one of the hardest hitting matches of the night's probably going to be Smiley versus Fatu.
Yes, most definitely.
Both of those guys, and everybody that's on this card, we've worked with. We've worked with. I think the only people that we have not worked with in the OIWA is Kerry Morton and Sue Young. So those two are the only ones that we have not worked with yet. But we're definitely looking forward to working with them. But there's something. There's going to be something in that show for everybody. So you'll have your strong style, your technical wrestling. I can see Future versus Morton, very technical, with some hard hits. Matt Vandergriff is the aerial chemist. So there's it's got the venue has really high ceilings, right? So it'll be good. And then of course you got my homie here, Dean Fleming, gonna get crazy with the the warlord of weird. So that in itself is going to be crazy.
I like the warlord of weird. That's pretty awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the man, welcome him in. He's been with us here on the Second Row Podcast before. Dean Fleming. He is the OIWA television champion. Welcome
That
in,
is
Dean.
right, folks. The undeniable and Dean Fleming is here on the podcast once again for you.
Now, Jason,
let's talk about
hang
Thursday.
hang on, Dean. I know you want to talk about Thursday, and I'm going to give you your minute to talk about the. Yeah, I know you're smiling about it. I know, but Jason. I need that answer, my man. I need
Which
that
one's
answer.
good? What's going to be match of the night?
Yes, I need that answer.
Man, I don't know. Man. When I put when I originally pitched this show to Mo, and then we got together and we're like, who do we need on the show and what matches do we want to see and what matches have people not seen? That was one of the things that we wanted to get something people haven't seen before, right? A lot of people have seen, Dean versus whoever, right? Dean's beaten a lot of people,
He has beaten a lot of people.
but we haven't seen Dean versus somebody. We haven't seen Dean go to that really, really crazy place that it takes to go get through a match like that with somebody like the Warlord of Weird. We definitely haven't seen Smiley versus Fatu. We haven't seen a Ryzen versus the Bounty Hunter, Brian Keith. So I don't know. It's one of those things where stay off your phone and live in the moment because that show is going to be amazing.
You'll miss something. You'll miss something if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people to miss out on this because I think this is probably, I know it's the biggest card that's hit Central Arkansas in a long time.
In a long time, yes.
Yeah, if ever, man. So, I know, Dean, I know, please the people, brother. That's all you do. And you bring it to the forefront, man. And we love you for that because nobody else can put it out like Dean Fleming does. I swear to God. Somebody says, I'm disappointed once again. He doesn't have his tie on. Guess what? The man said, I got you. I got you. Well, Jason, man, I know you're busy, brother, and you got a lot of things going on. I appreciate you coming on and giving us a few minutes, man, and kind of a rundown of how you see things going Thursday night, brother, and talking about this VIP package, which is huge, man, huge. If you get a VIP ticket, you're getting this tote bag from the OIWA with a lot of goodies in it, valued over $50, man. You get to tote around with you all night, and there's no telling what's going to be in there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we have all kinds of stuff in there. Some really cool stuff. There's some cool surprises coming during the show too. Some big announcements going to get made during the show that I can't talk about right now. But there's some big announcements that even people that are on the show don't know about. So yeah, we got some pretty good things coming.
Now there's a free ticket in there also to what show, Jason?
It's going to be for the CKW show on October 28th at the here in Sherwood, Arkansas. That's going to be our Bumps and Bruises graduate show. CKW presents Leveling Up, so we have some pretty good talent coming in from outside as well. That's on that show. Some first-time debuts. So yeah, that one's going to be a really good one to be at too. So yeah, you get a free ticket with the VIP.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right there from the man, Jason Maldonado. He's going to be busting this wide open. And when I say wide open, that's what I mean because everybody else, just like the wrestlers behind the curtain, watch what goes on the ring, try to figure out how to follow up. That's every other promoter in the state of Arkansas. Now you got to level up. You got to level up. You ain't got no choice.
Yep, I'll be on later tonight too. If you're still awake, Joey, I know you go to sleep early because make sure you
I
take
gotta
your
have my nap, man.
make
Yeah,
sure you take your Geritol and
I will, sir.
stay up late with me. So at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm gonna go live for who knows how long with the Samoan Werewolf. So me
Woo!
go live with Jacob Fatu. We'll be talking about everything that's lit. So
Man,
that's
that's
tonight.
awesome, dude. I'm gonna try to stay up so I can get on there with you. My Geritol, I don't know if that's gonna help me stay up. Maybe I'll go get a Mountain Dew. I don't ever drink those. Maybe I'll be like a kid on
We'll get you
crack or
Dr.
something
Pepper.
with a Mountain Dew. I don't know. Yeah, just go try to get me.
Other people like a spider monkey.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
so this past Saturday night at Sword Championship Wrestling, I saw Dean Fleming claymore the shit out of somebody in record time too. So it was yeah, he's steadily defending that title he's got. So
Man,
it
he's
was
wearing it out, ain't he? All I heard was "watch your face," and when I turned around, it was over. And
it was
that
over.
quick.
It
Yeah,
can
I
it
was
can
like,
happen
"What
just
the
like
hell?"
that.
I don't get paid by the hour.
Yeah, we get that, Bubba. We get that. Well, Jason,
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming in with us, man. I know you got a lot going on, brother. We're gonna let you ease on out. We'll finish
Thank you,
talking
dude.
right here with you, your young man here, Dean Fleming. Jason, thank you so much for popping on with us, brother. We'll see you Thursday night, my man.
Peace. See you later.
All right, now, Dean, you know that Claymore son is vicious, and I have to vouch up what Jason Maldonado just said because that was one of I could hear it. Okay, I could hear it when it. I heard it, and I don't know about old boy's face, but I heard your foot. How'd your foot feel?
You know, it was a little sore yesterday, the day after, but today it's a little bit better.
Okay.
But hey, Thursday, I'm looking to make it sore again.
Well, you got Sam Brody, bro.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta ask you, Dean. Where does Dean Fleming need to go to get the W?
To get the W against Sin Bodie, the undeniable one, Dean Fleming has to go to a place mentally that I choose not to go to. Because I don't know if I come back from that place. Because if you were to live a day in this thing, you would understand it.
I passed.
Right. So with that in mind, I am willing and I am ready to take myself into that deep, dark place in my mind and bring it to the forefront. And let's get a little crazy. Let's get a little wild here. I know about Sam Bodie. I know everything
I like
that he has absolutely accomplished in this wrestling business. I've sat under his learning tree multiple times. Sam Bodie is a mastermind. He's one of a kind. He's got the best boots in the business.
Okay.
And I've seen the links that he goes to win matches. I've seen the depths he goes to. I've seen the hell he puts his body through. But when I look back at my past in wrestling, I've put my body through hell. I put my mind through hell. Hell, management at Sword Championship Wrestling for a while was putting me through hell. So I'm ready to get a little crazy. I'm ready to get a little wild. I'm ready to take that walk through hell and take it to one Sin Bodie.
Man, now that's pretty. I mean, that's saying some crazy. That's saying some crazy fortitude might come out. And I've known you before, Sword, and you did some pretty crazy shit then.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can see what you were actually crazily doing then. I can see what you might be crazily thinking to do Thursday night. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Brody's good. Don't get me wrong. Sam Brody's good. Okay, I'm not going to take nothing away from that man. He's been on the big stage. He's earned his stripes. Okay, but I've seen this guy right here. This guy right here, the OIWA television champion, do some pretty potentially stupid shit before.
That's not wrong.
And it got him a W. So I'm not going to put anything past Dean Fleming to not pick that W up because he can. He said Sim was smart, best mastermind in the business. I think Dean Fleming holds a close second. That's all I'm gonna say. Right, I'm gonna leave it at that, okay? Because this is lit, baby. This is lit.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. Now, I want you to take yourself out of the equation right quick.
Okay.
Cheeseburger versus Matt Cross. Give me a prediction.
You know, fun fact about that match, I've been in the ring with both of them. I've gotten a W against both of them. But I would say with the way that Cheeseburger approaches the game mentally, I give him a slight edge, but I'm going with Matt Cross.
Okay. He's going Matt Cross.
We got one.
All right. All right. So I'm getting everybody's pickup except for Jason. Jason just wouldn't give us anything. He, I guess he didn't.
All that.
His son is taking on Kerry Morton, and that's the next one on the list for you, by the way, to pick. But his son is taking on Kerry Morton, and he knows that the Fatu Smiley match is going to be probably one of the heaviest hitting matches on that card that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to kind of agree with that. As far as heavy hitters, those two guys are going to stomp the yard. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
No doubt.
They're going to stomp the yard. But give me your pick. Future versus Morton.
Future has, in the last 2 years, put on some of the best matches that I have seen against other opponents in the state of Arkansas, in the state of Texas, and in Tennessee. The kid has come into his own. He's figuring himself out, and still just 17 years old.
Yeah, very young.
But just 17 years old. Kerry's got a little bit more experience about him. And, that NWA Junior Heavyweight title is no slouch thing to hold.
No, it's not. I agree.
So my prediction is going to be a close one. But we're going Kerry Morton. And a close one. Very close.
So it sounds like Dean is banking on that edge a little bit from the experience of Kerry Morton carrying through.
Now, I'm going to keep going up the list here.
We did some tussling in Dallas just a couple of months ago. I know what he was about.
You did. And because I've got my picks for it, and I'm going to save my picks until the end so everybody can understand that this is what's going to happen. Because I got a feeling these are going to be the guys that are actually going to win come Thursday night. But I haven't got to that point yet of two of them. So because you are one of them, and the other one is the Future and Kerry Morton. But let's move on forward here.
Let's move on.
Casket match: Rising versus Brian Keith.
I've been in a casket match with one Rising.
Woo!
I know what that's like. I've never been in the ring with Mr. Keith, but I've seen his work and I've seen how tough he is. But I don't know if he's got that in him. Can he pull the devil into the casket?
Now, that's what we watched you do.
That's what we
You
watched
pulled-
me do.
You did pull the devil into the casket and sent him right back where he came from. Now, I've worked with Brian Keith in the ring as far as an official to sitting beside, a worker, as we like to call it. Brian Keith is a monster, man.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
His athletic ability is far none. Okay. It would be very hard to spar with this guy just to get a workout.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been in the ring with Rising, and I watched what this man can do, and I mean he will not go beyond any lengths to get a W. Period. Just like I've been in the ring with you, and know that you won't go. Hey, there's the end of the earth. All right, let's go get that W.
That's it.
I've seen it.
That's what
I've
matters.
watched it with my own eyes, so I know this. But I'll save that one for the end of the show too. Now, I've got to pass Dean and Sam Brody up because, of course, you would be like, of course I'm going to win.
I'm very
He's going
biased.
to watch his face. He's going to watch his face get hit by my foot.
That's
It'll be
right.
sore again. Friday morning, I'll be
Wipe
limping
some of the
around.
clown paint off with my boots.
So let's pass that one for right now because
Keep on.
we will come back to it. Next one on our list, man. What I'm calling the hit of the night, bro. This is the hit of the night. And I've seen him pop in the room a minute ago. I wish he was still in because I'd like to get his take on this as well. Dante Smiley versus Fatu. The werewolf, Fatu, man.
Fatu's got the name. He's got the
I-
legacy. He's got the family prowess. He's got the training. He's got all of that. But I'm going Dante Smiley.
That's it
I'm
right
going
there.
Dante Smiley because that is a man that built himself, that has built his own legacy, that is starting the Smiley name being cemented into professional wrestling.
Yes, he is. And that's where I was going to now. Just because your last name is Fatu, it doesn't make you a winner, but it does make you an organization of winners.
Yes.
So
And
are
I've
you
been
going
in
to
the
learn
ring.
from those winners? Yes, you are.
I've been in the ring with Dante multiple times. We've pushed each other to our limits multiple times. We've beaten the hell out of each other, just throwing bombs back and forth. So I know how hard that Dante hits. And I know the athleticism that Dante has. And the biggest factor that I know about him and the reason he's going to end up with this W is because he's resilient.
Well, you speaking of resilient,
There's the
Step to the
resilient
side.
man himself.
let the big cat in the house. Here comes the goat. What's up, Dante Smiley?
Hey, I just want to make a shout out to my man Dean Fleming, bro. That's my dog. We done been in the ring with each other. We done had our beef and all that, but real recognize real. You ain't even got to ask me my vote in his match. Dean Fleming, 1, 2, 3, he wins. Primetime Dante Smiley, 1, 2, 3, I win. OIWA stays the strong suit of these organizations within this region, within this nation, and internationally, because we're internationally known now, been internationally known. We whooped ass over in the UK, just like we're going to whoop ass for those that are coming to take our titles this Thursday in Cabot, Arkansas.
Yes. Dante, welcome in, my brother. I'm glad to see you in here with us, brother. even if it's just for a minute. Yes, yes. Look at that. The boy's been cutting down on some music. Look at that. You see that sitting behind him? That's them 2 titles. That's Dante 2 belt, right? Okay. Hey, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Dean, where's your other belt? Where's your other belt, Dean?
Hey, don't do that, Joey. Chill, bro. Hey, first off, Dean Fleming has done something that Dante Smiley has never done, and that is win every single title that there is to win at Sword Championship Wrestling. Don't you disrespect my boy like that.
Now, that is strong words right there, Dean Fleming. That man just mad respected you, bro.
Yes.
That
I mean,
man
I
just
got
mad
nothing but
respect.
love and respect for my boy.
Hey, I do too. That's the reason why I asked you where your other belt was.
We've been in the ring together.
Joey, you throwing
Yeah.
out gang signs?
Well, I mean, is this gang time? Let me get over here. Yeah,
Oh God! Put your hands
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
God!
Hey, all right. So Dante, let me
What
throw
up?
this out right quick because we haven't got to the top of the list yet. Okay, Cheeseburger versus Matt Cross, brother. Who you got?
Matt Cross, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, kind of on the same level with me and Fleming
I
there.
said Matt Cross,
All right.
1, 2, 3, Joey.
Yes, sir. I got you, man. Matt Cross, 1, 2, 3. We got it on that. Now, what I think might be the stand-up match of the night, man, because I can't take nothing away from you, and I can't take nothing away from Dean. Y'all's matches are going to be explosive in its own right.
Right.
But as
100%.
far as Morton and Future goes, he's like, why do I need to worry about Morton and Future? I'm sitting beside these 2 gals.
Go
Right
ahead,
here.
proceed. Hey, Dean Fleming, proceed.
The Future and Morton, who you got, man?
Future, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Rosin and Rob Key. Brian Key. My bad.
Ooh.
in a cabin.
This is a little bit tougher. Been in the ring with both of them. Taken to the limit by both of them. Both of them lost. Ryzen hasn't had the best track record when it comes to being in casket matches. But I think that changes this Thursday. Ryzen putting Brian Keith into the casket match, and he finally gets someone in a match that he should always be winning, you would think, but he always ends up coming up short in them. But also, Brian Keith is the bounty hunter. He didn't bury many people himself too, man. That's tough. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I still think, at some point, Ryzen needs to win one. So I'm going to take Ryzen on this bet right there.
Okay. All right. So, and now, okay, Dean, I'm going to go ahead and ask you before I ask Dante.
Okay.
Dean Fleming and Sam Brody, who you got? Is this a joke? I know. Yeah.
Dean Fleming, 1, 2, 3.
Come on,
Dean
that's
Fleming,
the
1,
word.
2, 3. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. So Dean's already said that Smiley was going to pull out the victory over Fatu. So we're going to pass up on that one. Now, guys, this is where it gets interesting. Su Yung. This woman has done so much in professional wrestling. But the lady she's standing across the ring from, Evelyn Carter, she is the OIWA Women's Champion. And she has done plenty herself. Who you got, Dante?
Evelyn Carter, 1, 2, 3.
Dean?
I don't bet against the Diamond Queen.
Bro, she's
Queen.
overcame no offense to this whole professional wrestling stuff, but real life ain't no gimmick, as y'all know. And she's overcame some very hard stuff in life that's way harder and deeper body, mind, and soul than what she's going to go through and get Su Yung. And she's prevailed over there in the real stuff. So I definitely think she's going to prevail this Thursday in Cabot, Arkansas at This Is Lit when she faces Su Yung.
No doubt.
Evelyn Carter, 1, 2, 3, baby. We all on agree.
You get
Now, Vandergriff versus Hammerstone. Now, Dante, you've been in the ring with both of those gentlemen.
No, I have not. I have not been in the ring with Hammerstone.
You have not been in the ring with Hammerstone.
DJ was in the ring with Hammerstone, other black guy.
Oh,
Wow.
well, I mean, I can't believe he just did that.
He's
I
also
cannot
not
believe
wrong.
he just
It's
did
okay. We know
Isn't it?
this right here is
that. No. He just looked at himself, Matt. Where you been
No,
at, man?
but
Shit, you got
no,
that
Matt.
show?
Obviously, Matt Vandegrift, I have, yes, but no, Hammerstone, I have not.
Okay, all right. So I watched that guy work, man. He's a beast.
I know
Okay, he's a heavy hitter, man. I'm gonna have to choose Hammerstone on that one.
it. Okay.
I'm gonna have to choose Hammerstone on that one.
Yeah, I think I might be going with Hammerstone on that one as well.
I'm a third
Dane?
on that one. If he catches Vandegrift, if he just catches him,
Yeah.
that's
It's
a
over.
big boy to try to get paws off of you.
That's where my mindset set on that one with, because once he gets his hands on him, it's pretty much going to be over. Vanderbilt's going to get his ass handed to him pretty good. So I don't think that
But
Vanderbilt
we
is going to
also
be able to
can't
stand up to
forget
that.
that Hammerstone can move. He's not just a big body.
No,
Right.
yeah, he got some athleticism about him. Now, let's bounce back to Cheeseburger Matt Cross. Dean, who'd you tell me you were going with? Cheeseburger on that one?
Matt Cross.
Okay. All right. So I too am going with Matt Cross on that one. Future and Kerry Morton. I am going with the future 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to surpass my boy, and it doesn't matter who Kerry Morton's dad is or anything like that. It has to do ultimately with athletic ability, and I think that the future is going to come out on top on that. That's just my opinion on it.
So,
Rising and Brian Keith.
hold on, Joey. Hold on, Joey. Because in that future versus Kerry Morton match, there's a lot of interesting factors in there for the both of them. Because their journey, so to speak, outside of one being born into wrestling, by due process of his upline, and the other one not, they both started at a very young age. They both had to kind of fight against hate because of that as well, and the success that they were seeing early on. You know what I mean? Kerry Morton's been doing it for years. AJ's starting to get it now as he's been a lot more successful over this last year and a half. I've been to NWA and seen Kerry Morton and all that. I've been in many locker rooms, obviously, with AJ since he was a youngster. Even he's still a youngster, but even when he was younger. So I've got to see both of these dudes in the back environment and in that ring, either watching or being in the ring with them. And I have to say, I 100% think AJ is going to surprise Kerry Morton and end up getting that 1, 2, 3 on him this Thursday. He's the boy. The boy's hungry right now. You know what I mean? Not to say Kerry's not. I don't know Kerry, so I'm not gonna say that he's not hungry. I'm sure he is. You know what I mean? He's a former champion at NWA. But when people get put into situations and have to deal with some of the stuff that they've had to deal with, like AJ has, you start to get that dog in you after a certain point. You go from the kiddie table to the big boy table very rapidly. You know what I mean? And he's done that and is still doing that. And so I think if people are doubting AJ, I think if they want to call it an upset, he's going to have the upset of the night, so to speak. But I don't think it's going to be an upset because I've seen the kid develop into what he is and all that, and saw some of the havoc that he caused recently over in the UK. And he's just got it now. You know what I mean? He's starting to find his it factor in himself for what he's good at and great at and what he can do. And I think it's going to be enough come this Thursday for him to pull it out. 1, 2, 3. Future retains.
Very simply said, future retains. Rising and Brian Keith. Now, Dante, I've got to agree with you on one thing, and that is Rising's track record, especially where casket matches are concerned. Brian Keith pulls him in. Brian Keith over in the casket match. That's my take on that.
Okay.
Now, Dean and Sam Brody. Sin's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you one bit, Dean. If I was to sit here and tell you that Sam Brody is not going to be able to withstand a foot to the face, I'd be lying.
Oh
Because
yeah.
the man
I know.
he's second-minded medieval, okay? But when it comes to going to the bottom of the barrel to find that last gut wrench, I've got to go with Dean Fleming on that one. I think Dean Fleming 1, 2, 3. That's my take on that. Dante Smiley and Fatu. It's gonna be the hardest hitting match of the night. There is no doubt in my mind. And I know for a fact that Dante Smiley can go nose to nose with Fatu. I know that. That night, Thursday, October the 12th, Dante Smiley and Fatu. He's going to stand again, and he's going to raise both of these titles as the OIWA champion, and that's Dante Smiley. I've got to go with Dante on that one. 1, 2, 3. Carter versus Sue Young.
Hey, don't
I'm
forget I
going
got to
with Carter.
beat for 2 twice, bro. I think I keep
You could
forgetting,
agree
like,
to 2 out
people
of
ain't
3
realizing
matches,
that,
yeah.
bro. Like, we got to pin or submit each other twice in one
Yes.
night within whatever
Yes.
time frame that we have. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think they.
you know,
I think it's 30 minutes.
I think both of
I
us
could
are
be wrong.
gonna walk out different people by the end of that match.
Oh yes. Oh yes. By all means. By all means. Yes, that is a 2 out of 3 falls match, ladies and gentlemen. Either pinfall or submission. But I'm still going with my boy Dante. I'm going with that because too many weapons in the arsenal for me not to. Okay, you can flip and flop all around all you want all day long, but you know a clover leaf, brain buster, by God, vicious. I'm going with my boy Dante. Simple fact. Sue Young and Evelyn Carter. I'm going with Carter by submission.
By
I'm
submission.
going with Carter by submission. That's how strong my faith is in Evelyn and her ability to do what she needs to do to get the job done. I'm going with Evelyn Carter by submission. Plain simple. Vandergriff and Hammerstone. Got a coin?
Maybe. Nope.
You know?
Guess you're gonna have to go with your gut.
Hammerstone, 1, 2, 3. That's how I'm calling that one. Now, guys, first and foremost, I want to thank y'all for popping in with us today.
Absolutely.
And especially the OIWA champ. Look at him. There's no smile prettier in professional wrestling, I don't think. But Dean, he jumped out on us. I don't know what he did. I thought he was trying to take a picture of himself, and he hit him. He probably thought he was that pretty, and I get it, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, is there any last words, brother, that you got for Sim Brody before I cut us loose?
Watch your face.
Somehow I knew that was
That
coming.
I knew it was coming.
Somehow I knew that was coming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, Thursday night, October 12th, meet and greet between 5 and 6. This show, This Is Lit, is going to be a burner. From the bottom, which is the first match, to the top, which is the last match. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to get those VIP tickets, get that tote bag to go along with it. And it's over a $50 value. There's a lot of goodies in there. Also in that tote bag is a free ticket to the October 28th show for the Bumps and Bruises graduation. Now, and that's Level Up, by the way. And so as far as that goes, Dean, I appreciate you coming in today, man. Jason, I appreciate you coming in. Dante Smiley, I also appreciate you coming in. 2 of our champions at the OIWA and 1 promoter from a sister company. And man, they're coming out here, and these guys are still breaking barriers, man. And I'm not saying everybody's sleeping on it. What about a restraining order?
It's just Catherine being.
Oh, it's just Catherine.
Just let it
Oh,
go. Just let
okay.
it go.
Nah, how you doing? Anyway, so as far as this show goes, man, ladies and gentlemen, get there, get your VIP tickets, get this tote bag. You get a free ticket in there to the October 28th show. And that is going to be a barn burner as well. And we hope to see all of y'all this Thursday night at This Is Lit, man. This is going to be one of the blowout shows that is going to be memorable by all means.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to say rememberable. That's the reason why I kind of got a look. I started to say, it's going to be in the back of your mind forever. But, that's just how it is. Yeah, I see all your goats, Catherine. You'll be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, for Tim Ladd, I'm referee Joy Lynn. Want to thank Jason Maldonado, Dean Fleming, the OIWA heavyweight champion, Dante Smiley, for coming in with us this afternoon, coming to give us a rundown, man. We gave you a rundown of the match card. Tomorrow night, we're going to do this again, and we're going to try to keep everybody's mind fresh in what's going to happen come Thursday night. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, we'll see you right back here for the Second Row Podcast. For right now, This Is Lit.